This is for Wednesday workout. I don't know why I just did this. It's creepy. I have got a little bit of an assistant here with me today. I can't switch the screen right now, but oh, there she is. Say hi to Kaylin. Super dark. Kaylin's hanging out with me for the last couple days. She's in online school, so we thought we'd just have her come visit. Let's get started with what we are doing today. So you will need some weight, whatever your weight looks like, and that will be that. I did not move the chair from yesterday, so I'm stuck with it. Here we go. Today's workout is going to be in supersets. So what that means is that you will move through all of the first of the little bit before you move to the second activity. So I'll show you what it looks like here. Superset Wednesday. So for our first workout set, we've got bootstrapper squat paired with a clean and press. And then we are doing catchers paired with a windmill. After that, we've got dragon lunge paired with walkout push-ups, coffin sit-ups, and then Russian twists. So we'll have some areas where we're going to jack the heart rate a little bit, and then other areas where it's more of a strength style workout. So I've got a couple things here. If you're using bells or if you're using hand weights, we've got modifications for those as well too. If you haven't done any of these before, I feel like you guys probably all have, but if you haven't done any of these before and you see them, feel free to pause right here, message me and be like, Brenda, how do I do this? You know that I will go through it as well too, and we'll go from there. So a little bit more specificity to our warm-up, because you have hopefully already done your basic warm-up. What we're going to start with is what's called a zombie stretch. So my feet are going to go nice and wide here. I'm going to think about the top part of my body hanging nice and loose. I'm just going to hinge forward, drop my body down. From here, my arms can dangle. I'm just going to slow roll up from the base of the spine, thinking vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping my chin tucked in all the way up to the top. This time I'm going to rotate, drop down towards the side, get a little bit of stretch out to that lower back. We're trying to keep the hips as straightforward as we can. Same thing, you're going to roll up from the base of the spine all the way to the top. Other side, dropping down towards that opposite side foot, lifting up. You might find the opposite side shoulder comes up as well too. That's where you get into that really funny zombie position. Let's go other side one more time. Other shoulder comes up. If it helps to make your weird zombie noises, go for it. I personally don't like zombies. They freak me out. Kaylin's breaking herself over there. Good, let's do one more down to the center. Hold anywhere you feel is sticky, anywhere you feel like you need to hang out. I'm going to get you guys to go for one more each time, so you can go right, center, and left if you want to. Take it nice and easy. Hang out anywhere you need to hang out. I'm already warm, so I'm just going to switch a little bit here. I'm probably going to die of heat exhaustion working out in full pants. And oh, very bright pink socks. Look at me, so matchy. Awesome. All right, next one that we're going to do is going to be a little bit more warm up for the overhead position. So if you have your dowel, Kaylin's just going to grab me the red stick over there. Yep, the red stick. And then she's going to grab the red scarf off the shelf over there. We're going to do our overhead warm-up. Perfect. So keeping the arms nice and straight, pulling the hands against each other. We're bringing it overhead. Ooh, thunderstorm. And back behind the body. Good. A little bit of stretch out to the shoulders. Make sure that rib cage is staying really locked in. Belly button's pulled in towards the spine. No one's getting away on you there. Good. Arms nice and straight. Stay nice and active in those hands. If it starts to feel good, you can creep a little bit closer together. Good. Adding to this, our figure 8 stretch. So we're going nice and wide from here. I'm just going to move over here so you can kind of see a little bit better. We're tipping to the side, get a nice stretch out there, hinging those hips, coming forward to the other side, standing up to the side, and then all the way up. I don't have the greatest spot here to show this one, but you guys have probably done this one before. But nice wide stance. We're going to tip to the side, kick that hip out, come forward to the other side, hip up, and full stand up. Again, same thing. Go for 2 or 3 more on each side. I'm going to give that to Kaylin so she can go ahead with that and not get tangled up in a scarf. which you think might not happen, but it literally just did. So go ahead and do 3 per side each way, and then we will get into it. I am excited about this. How are you stuck in that? I don't know. BRB. How does this keep happening?
Don't ask questions, I don't.
Oh my goodness, girl. Okay, moving on. Good. Awesome, because we will be doing those windmills today. Really remember your hip kick out position in this stretch. We will need that for the windmills. So, getting started with our boot strapper squat. I'll show you what it looks like, and then if you want to do a couple, you're welcome to, just as a nice little reminder. But this one is feet together squat position. We are bending at the knees, hinging at the hips, coming forward, arms or hands come down, legs straighten out. We tuck down in as far as we can go here. So whatever your range of motion is there, head and chest will come lifted at the top, whatever that is for you. We want to try to keep all points of contact with the feet down on the floor, heels ground as well too. You can use some weight here, so we're trying to keep the belly button glued to the tops of the thighs as much as possible. This one is a lot of quads. Okay, so that is our boot strapper squat. Next we've got our clean and press. This is where the heart rate is going to jack just a little bit more. So we know our clean up to here, pressing overhead. Okay, so you're going to go through each side. If you choose to do your cleans on each side, or clean and press on each side, or if you choose to alternate, that's up to you. If you don't have a bell, you can still do a clean and a press with a weight as well too. It's a little more simple. It follows the mechanics of the body a little bit better. Okay, you can see I always keep one hand out for a little bit of balance, and it's not always coming down to the floor. It comes about to that knee height or just into the shins. Okay, clean and press. In your overhead press position, belly button is pulled out or pulled in, rib cage is not coming out, biceps towards the ears. Okay, so that's what we're going to start with. So feel free to pause this if you need to. I was going to mention, I got an email saying that my last video was flagged because I was playing music in the background that I didn't own the copyright to. So this is going to be a really good opportunity for you to get your tunes pumping, put your music on, because I probably won't be, because I don't need my videos being taken down. Even though it was like Latvia and some other weird countries, I still just don't want to mess with it. So probably not as much music happening from here on out. So if you wanted to put music on headphones or something, you can. Okay, awesome. All right, we are going to go from 10 to 15. This is going to be an ascending workout. So we're going to start with 10 and move to 15. So you'll start with 10 on your boot strapper squats and then 10 clean and press. So that's total. You're welcome. And then you're going to move to 11 boot strapper squats, and then 11 clean and press total. You will find it might be a little bit off balance, so if you want to do even on each side, you're welcome to, whatever works for you. And then moving up to 12 boot strappers, 13 boot strappers, 14 boot strappers, 15 boot strappers. So you're going to have some pretty high reps here coming at you. I will do some with you, probably not all, because I'm not in as good a shape as you people are. So let's get started. If you're adding weight, go for it. If not, that's okay. Remember those really good positionings, okay? With this movement, we're coming down, feet are together. We're keeping the back as flat as possible through this movement, okay? So we go from like a pooping dog. I'm already counting, so hopefully you are too. If you're adding your weight, holding that at the chest, whatever your range of movement is here. If it's a little bit lower, that's okay. If you've got full range, awesome, go for it. Also try not to give yourself a head rush. Keep breathing as you're moving through it. Okay, I feel like that's probably 10. Yeah. I was counting and not, I was talking and not counting. Moving into your clean and press. So from your clean press, you can do yours. Good. You You can do yours on each side, or you can alternate, whatever works for you. If you're alternating, 5 on each side. We might as well just go right to 6 on each side for the next one, eh?
Lost count.
Nope, that'll be plenty. I feel like that was 5. Rocking right back into your bootstrapper squats. 11 this time. And I'm gonna count, actually, for sure. 1, 2. Do you guys count at the bottom or the top of your squat? 5, 36, 198, 2,000. I still don't know. This feels like 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
And 11. Awesome. Into your clean and press. Woo, a little bit of that upper body paired with lots of lower body in those bootstrapper squats. It's a lot of quads. Make sure in your overhead press, you're checking yourself for that position each time. Bicep towards the ear. Belly button staying locked in. It is difficult to work out and talk at the same time. You're doing great, Kaylin. Good job. Get. Awesome. I'm going to let you guys go ahead on your next round. If you need a little bit of rest, go for it. We don't want too much, but keep moving through. So now you got 12 on your bootstrapper squat. I'm just going to...
And don't forget to hydrate.
Don't forget to hydrate, Kaylin says, as she holds up her giant water bottle. Gonna get a timer going here. We should have about, I would say 10 minutes for each round should probably be sufficient. Let's go for 12 and see how it goes. We've already been at this for probably 4 minutes. Keep going. I'm resting. You're in the class. You keep going. Keep going. About 8 minutes left here. Go for it.
You're sadistic.
I know. I'm evil. Good. Looking good. Perfect. With the point of this one, make sure that that belly button stays really glued to the tops of the thighs as much as possible. Coming down to your end range of motion each time. It's a little bit of a balance activity you'll find as well too, but heavy on the quads. Lots of work into the hamstrings as well too. Good. Adding that weight. Looks awesome. Once you're done that, you're going into your clean and press on each side. If you've got a weight that's a little bit too heavy, feel free to rock your 2-hand clean and press as well too, okay? So that is starting from the handle, moving to the horns, pressing overhead. Awesome. If you want, that's what we should have done. If you want to do per side, you're welcome to as well. If you want to up your weight and then do your 2-hand, go ahead and do that. Looks good. Don't lose that belly button. Not like it's going to go anywhere, but just make sure it's pulled in towards the spine. Good, looking good. Keep it up. Hopefully you're not just listening to yourself breathe at this point. You've put on some music, or maybe your children are fighting in the background. Who knows? I don't know what's happening at your house. I know what's happening at my house. Children are doing their schoolwork. Awesome. If you're done your clean and press, you're rocking that next bootstrapper squat set, which should be 13 total.
I just did 14.
Well, you still have to do 13, so no skipping sets. No skipping sets.
Ugh.
No skipping sets. If you need to take a little bit of rest, go for it. Hop right back in.
Way too much joy from this.
Way too much joy from making people work hard.
I hope they're enjoying my sarcastic commentary back here.
Oh, I hope so. I'm sure. They're used to it from my workouts and boot camp videos and stuff anyways. Don't want to lose you guys. Perfect. Keep rocking it. If this starts to get tricky on the knees at all, make sure that you are taking out the depth a little bit of this squat, okay? That doesn't mean don't do it. Just means...
I did 13.
No, you're good. Keep going. Good. We've got about 5 minutes left, which again is just an estimate. So the next round that we do, I'll actually time properly, so we'll really know how many minutes. This one was just an estimate. Yeah, taking your time if you need to, feeling that position, feeling that clean, that press in each position each time, okay? Little thunderstorm. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That sounds pretty cool to me. All right, Kaylin's about to start our, should be our 10, 11, 12,
15.
13, 14, 6 rounds, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 6 rounds is. So she's about to start round number 5. She says she already did 14, but I don't believe her, so I'm going to do round 14.
You're gonna make me redo 14.
Alright, here we go.
I think I skipped 11, so that's fine.
We've got just over 3 minutes here. Oh yeah, feel that into the knees. Whatever your range of motion is there as well too. Even if it just looks like a little bit of a drinky bird or like some kind of booty bump, we're just keeping the knees tracking over top of the toes here as much as possible. Lots of work into the quads, extension through the hamstrings. Good. Rocking that 2-hand press if need be, otherwise single arm, pressing overhead, switching if you need for each, otherwise keeping it on the same side. Maybe you're done. If so, rest, maybe fast forward. Oh, but you can't fast forward because I have to give you your code word. What are we at here?
7?
7 per side? Okay, let's give you guys your first code word. Your first code word here is I, as in the thing in your head. And I don't mean like id, that kind of thing. Not like the sense of I, but like these, E-Y-E. Super random. No theme, but hopefully you figure it out by the end. Your first code word is I. Awesome, we've got just over 2 minutes left here. Whatever is working for you, keep going for it. Hopefully you're getting a little bit of challenge here. Hopefully that heart rate is going up, feeling it into the quads. Maybe you're ready to finish up number 15. If you're somehow super far behind me, which I feel like you probably aren't, feel free to just pause wherever you need to, take some time. You can pause as well too for your rests. You will have a little bit in between our supersets here, and that will be that. It is dark down here with all of the sunshine missing. But I feel like I'm shooting this at night. I'm not. It is midday. It is like noon.
Not even.
Awesome. 1.5 minutes here left. If you're at the point we are done and we've still got some time left, feel free to stretch. We're just going to pull that, pull the heel in towards the bum. Shift that hip forward, bring the knees together. Get a little bit of a stretch out if you need to. 1 minute left. Again, if you need more time, feel free to pause here. If you're getting an extra long rest, go ahead and do another set. No limit on sets here. You could do this till failure if you needed to. Feel free to keep going as well too. Or you can always scale back down as well too. So we've gone from 10 to 15. Now you could work from 15 down to 10. A little bit of a ladder, that style. 40 seconds here. Would you be able to run upstairs and grab me my white water bottle?
Yeah, I need water too.
Okay, awesome. We've got another visitor here. Is a Cameron coming to say hi? How are you guys enjoying my thumbnails on my YouTube videos? They're pretty great, huh?
It's lunchtime, Mama.
Yes, honey.
Wait for me. I just got done something for school.
Okay. Another time we'll talk about it, okay? We got 5 seconds left here, guys. Child is Spider-Manning. Awesome. All right, next thing we're gonna rock through again. We're gonna have 10 minutes for our round here just to kind of keep things nice and smooth, nice and simple here. We're gonna do catchers paired with a windmill. So our catchers are not with weight for them, unless you want to. If you have 2 small hand weights, you're welcome to as well. But just to show you what they look like, we start from our high plank position where our feet are together. We bring them in towards the hands, come up into that half squat and back down. Step the feet together, step them wide, come back together, okay? If you need to slow this down, you're stepping back into it, feel that high plank, step back, okay? Awesome. Make sure in your wide squat position as you come up, knees tracking over top of the toes. Knees are not friends, okay? They want to be away from each other. I really apologize for how dark it is. Can we open up that blind, maybe? Man, it is great having an assistant. This is fantastic. Next is going to be that windmill. I don't know if that did much, but windmill foot positioning. If you've ever done a warrior pose in yoga, then you kind of know what's happening here. So we've got, sorry if you can't see that very well, trying to align with the camera as well here. So we've got one foot pointed forward. We've got the other pointed to the side. Heel is matching up with the center of the arch on the other foot, okay? That hand opposite from the leg that's forward is going up. Other hand coming palm forward as well here. Hinging those hips to the side, come down into that T-pose and up to the top. This one is really good for the sides and for the bum. Make sure you're bringing that up to the top as fast, not as fast as possible, but with really good hip action. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the bum on that side. Okay, if you're adding weight to this one, I'll show you what that looks like here. If you want to just do this unloaded, you're welcome to as well. I would suggest if you're using a hand weight that you put the hand weight on a yoga block or something in case, or even if you, can I have a yoga block, Cam? Even if your kettlebell isn't, or your weight isn't low enough, always bring the weight to you, okay? Don't try to give yourself extra movement, or don't try to strain yourself so that you have to bring the body to the weight. Bring the weight to you, okay? So even if you're just doing it for positioning, go for it. Full triangle, come back up, okay? The weight will stay towards the inside of the leg. So we're pairing our catchers with our windmill. We're gonna do this one a little bit differently. We're just to keep it the same and same per side. We're just gonna do 3 rounds of 10, okay? So your windmill will be 10 total. So I'll jot that down here so you can see. All right. Where the bootstrapper squat was 10 working up to 15, this one is going to be 3 rounds of 10 total. So you'll do 1 round, 10 catchers, 10 windmill total, take a little rest if you need to, 10 catchers, 10 windmill total, take a little rest if you need to, 10 catchers, 10 windmill total. If you feel like 3 rounds isn't enough when we've got the time, so I'm going to put on a 10-minute timer here as well again, just to keep things kind of neat and tidy. If you feel like it's not enough, we're going to go 3 to 5 rounds, okay? So if there's lots of time left, feel free to rock through another round. No big deal on the timing there. So let's get started. 3 to 5 rounds of 10 total with our catchers, starting from that high plank position, popping the feet nice and wide, low squat, step back out as fast as you can. This one's going to be the one that jacks the heart rate a little bit. Head and chest staying lifted at the top of the squat. Drop that bum down. You should feel this one in the adductors, in the quads as well too. You might feel it in the bum. You might have to tuck in your pants like I do. From there, you're going to move into your windmill. So find that positioning. Again, you might feel this in the adductors as well too. Hinging and coming up. Okay, if you're very comfortable with these and you know position 2 for your weight, feel free to go for it. Awesome. This one is a little bit more of a strength style workout. Arm overhead, hinging, and stand up. Find your comfort level. Make sure you've got really good hip activation.
Do I have to switch up?
Squeezing, yes, squeezing the quads, squeezing the bum, squeezing the abdominals. Take a little bit of rest if you need. Oh, I forgot to start my timer. All right, we're going back to 8 minutes. Awesome. 3 to 5 rounds. So if you need a little bit more time for your catchers, for your windmill, or if it feels good and you want to go for 10% on your windmill, you are welcome to. Just know that the more you do, the more you're going to feel into your low back, and that usually like freaks people out, but you're probably good. TM. Trademarking, but you're probably good. Just kidding. Awesome.
Do I need casually struggling?
Caitlin's just casually struggling. It's quite raining out here. I'm actually filming. Oh, it's hailing now. I'm filming this on Tuesday for Wednesday drop, so enjoy. So if you're doing your catchers and you need a little bit more with them, and you've got some little baby hand weights,
He stole my weight.
I stole Caitlin's weight. You can use them in your catchers. Coming down, stepping wide, bringing them up. Little bit of that kind of bicep curl as you come up, okay? This one's gonna be a little bit more of an advanced move, but if you're comfortable with it and you have access to it, go for it. I feel like Kathy, that'll be one for you. You'll like that. Good. We've got lots of time left. We're at 6.5 minutes, so plenty of time left. Feel free to go right for that 5 rounds. Whenever is a good challenge for you and your body. Making sure we're getting those windmills in. If you're doing them unloaded as well too, just for positioning, make sure you're really working the calves, or sorry, the glutes and the quads in this movement here, okay? You might find you've got a little bit of difference in your mobility per side. That's okay. If you've got your weight overhead, you are watching that weight the whole time, okay? Making sure we're not gonna lose a rotator cuff or anything like that. That is typical windmill procedure, to make sure you're watching that upper weight. Awesome. I'm assuming it looks good. Hopefully it feels good. Actually, hopefully it feels kind of crummy, because then you know you're working hard, right? That's what they usually say. That's the old adage. Caitlin's working hard.
Let's sit for a minute.
We made her lightheaded.
That's the low blood pressure.
Yeah. Awesome. 5 minutes left. So again, feel free to add a little bit more, or if you want to start upping your weight for your windmill, or if you want to try position 2 and you're comfortable with it, go for it. I wouldn't suggest it if you've never done it before without having an actual coach there. But again, I can't see you and I can't see what you're doing, so I can't really stop you. You just feel free to do what is working for you. Oh gosh, we are straight hooliganing over here. Camera's upside down on a weight bench. I don't know what she thinks she's going to accomplish, but hopefully it's something.
Thing.
Oh yeah, lots of little hails. They're just little baby ones. It's okay.
My car.
Good.
Already got hail damage.
Well, once we get to the end of this second superset here, it's about halfway through our workout. This one might end up being a little bit longer. I might end up cutting a little bit of time so we can get moving through it, which I'm probably going to do. So feel free here to pause if you need to, if you want to keep working through it. I am going to now give you your next code word, which is Ma, as in the lady that raised you. Like, Ma, where's my cannoli? Ma, M-A. Ma, where's my Hot Pockets? You know? Age-old quotes. Okay, so feel free to pause there before I get into our third superset for today.
It's fun.
Awesome. Here we go. Number 3. We're we're going to pair a dragon lunge with a walkout push-up. So for our dragon lunge, again, this is one that you might want weight for as well too. So for me, I'm just gonna hold my weight here by the horns like so. I'm lunging forward, finding my good position, turning in towards my knee and coming back up. So I'm lunging, coming forward. You can see from the side as well too. Turn towards that knee, that's in front, step back in. Okay? Stepping forward, find that rotation. Or if you're a step backer, you can still find that rotation as well too. Step back, rotate, come up. Make sure you're really looking for, if you're doing it not weighted as well too, same thing, just turning towards. Really make sure you're looking for your angles, your hip and your knee in alignment, your knee and your ankle in alignment here as well too, okay? Coming down, alternating. Next is going to be a walkout push-up. We're pretty familiar with these ones, but I like to start in a nice wide stance here. Hinging forward, walking the hands forward, finding my push-up position where my chest will come down towards my hands, pushing back up from knees or from toes, walking back, okay? Goal of my walk back, make sure I've got my stability rocking, okay? Walkout push-up, and all the way back up, okay? Squeeze the quads, squeeze the bum to come up. You're coming back out and in each time. How many of these do we want to do? All right, we've got a per side count again there. Let's do Let's do 10 again. We'll do the same thing as we did the other one, 3 to 5 rounds. I mean, I plan exactly what we're doing every moment of every workout ever, way before time. 3 rounds of 10 total. So that's again 5 per side, and then adding 10 total on our walkout push-ups, which is enough, I feel like. Okay, so working into our third set. Starting my timer, I'm just gonna go for 8 minutes here, which is quite a bit. We are starting with our dragon lunge. Coming forward, find that rotation, step back. You can alternate each time, which makes it a nice 10. Then you can just count 10 in your head. All right? Or stepping back. If you're a step backer, coming forward, finding that rotation. Adding your weight if need be. Would look very similar with the weight here as well too. Coming forward, rotation, and back up. Head and chest staying lifted. Okay? Good. Awesome. Once you're done 5 on each side, you're gonna get into your walkout push-ups. Hinging forward, walking all the way out. If it's a wide position or a narrow position, whichever works for you, just make sure the chest is coming towards the hands. Sorry, it's a lot of upper part, not a lot of my bottom part. Oh, that sounds weird. See if I can adjust that. Oh, we'll be lucky if that stays. All right, no fast movements, Cameron. Walking out, find that push-up. Hopefully you're still rocking into it. We've got 3 or 6.5 minutes here. If you're like Kaylin and the up-down portion really gets you, feel free to take it out. Just stay in your forward fold. If you're good with it and you can come up to full stand or full extension each time, go for it, okay? We've got 6 minutes. She's dying.
It's low blood pressure, man.
Yes. Take your rest whenever you need to. We've already gone through about, what would that be, about 18 to 20 minutes of workout before this as well too. Plus your warm up, so we've got lots going on here. Plus we've got another set coming up, a little bit more core work. Do not tell me that your internet connection sucks and all of a sudden just leave the video. I won't know. Actually, that's not true, because I'm pretty sure that I can count the views on YouTube, but only if they're full views. So if you're not watching the whole thing, I'll know. Keep going with your dragon lunges and your walkout push-ups. A nice little pair. We've got that movement forward with that little bit of rotation. Lots of stability in through the shoulders. Make sure in your walkouts we're pulling the shoulders away from the ears, coming up onto the toes, chest coming down to the hands. Press up. Belly button staying pulled in towards the spine. Lots of engagement there. And back to that walkout.
Mom, you do realize other people could also watch them, so that could make a difference as well.
Yes, but nobody is just subscribed to my YouTube channel because they love me.
I would.
That's weird.
I have.
That's weird.
I'm just pretty sure I have. You have like 10 subscribers.
Ugh, that's a weird thing to hear. That's a weird thing to hear. Awesome.
I'm gonna stretch for a minute.
Yep, take your
I'm
rest
gonna-
wherever you need to.
I'm gonna be Spider-Man.
Okay, all done, Cam. Please go upstairs. Still have to attempt to be some sort of a professional here. Awesome. We got just over 4 minutes here. If you've gone through your 3 rounds, everything feels good, you feel like you can go for another one, go ahead. We're gonna go for that 3 to 5 round mark. That's based on just your comfortability with the movements and then also your level of fitness as well too. So if you get through 3 in the time other people get through 5, that's okay. That's where you're at and that's fine. That's just how things roll sometimes. That's all good. As you can tell, I'm not attempting any rounds at this point. Maybe after. I have some concerns about you guys watching me sweat and struggle and swear. All right. Next. Awesome. Next code word for you for number 3 is maze. Like we are running a rat race and we're all in the maze. Like a labyrinth. Maze. M-A-Z-E.
It's gonna be amazing.
Don't ruin it, Kaylin. If Kaylin ruined it then for you, then I guess you know what's coming for the next one. And you could probably just quit right now, but you won't want to.
You
If
shouldn't. We got Russian twists coming up.
Yeah, we do. If she didn't ruin it for you, then follow along. We got just over 2 minutes left here. Just so you know, I really miss being in person. This is fun, but it's really not the same. I can't hear if you're laughing at my corny jokes or my ridiculousness, and I just kind of feel like a weirdo sometimes. So thank you for those of you who have been giving me feedback on whether or not it's been a good workout or how it's going for you or how you're feeling after. That's super awesome. That's always, always appreciated. If you've completely tuned me out and you're just listening to your music, that's okay too. We've got just over 2 minutes. If you go beyond that 6, or if you go beyond that 5 rounds here and you want to go for 6, that's fine too. Just keep working through it. All right, that is our 2-minute mark. If you want to finish up, go ahead. I am just going to call it there. So if you need to pause here and you want to finish up, and once you're done, tune back in, that's awesome. Keep rocking your dragon lunges and your walkout push-ups. For those of you that are all done and you are ready to move on, you've had a little bit of rest, you've done a little bit of stretching, we are going to move into some core work. Everybody's favorite. Woo! All right, so we are going to pair what's called a coffin sit-up with a Russian twist. So you can do your coffin sit-up with some weight. I'm going to show you without weight first, just to make sure that I can actually do it. So we come up kind of like a zombie again, to like we're in a, like we're sitting in that coffin. Actually, that would be here. We're coming here and sitting up with the legs nice and straight. Okay, this one is our zombie sit-up. You can do either version, whichever one works for you. If you're adding weight, do your coffin sit-up. Here, just keep the legs nice and straight, nice and active here. The closer the feet are together, the more difficult it's going to be. We are coming up into, this is what makes it tricky, a full sit-down position and tall sit at the top. Okay? You did it.
My legs were off the ground the whole time.
The whole time. Maybe that's the case too. Maybe you have a little bit of counterbalancing happening. that's okay. Just really try to ground the heels down in towards the ground, okay? Full sit up at the top, think nice and tall through the spine, or struggle through it, and wherever you get to is wherever you get to. If you get here, and that's where you are good, you're like, okay, that is my limit there, that's okay. You just do them, you don't have to do the full thing. Whatever works for you. The next one is our Russian twist. So we've done this a couple times in workout, but we're keeping the knees and the ankles together, head and chest staying nice and lifted, pick the heels up, and we're moving side to side. So we've got that weight, keep it on the chest, okay, keep the knees together, and side to side. If the heels come down, that's okay too. Keep your feet together, child.
They were.
They were not.
They were.
This is not together.
I did that after I came down.
All right. So because this is a lot of core work, let's start high and go low. So we're changing it up a little bit. So we're going to start with 15 on our coffin sit-ups. And on our Russian twist, 15 per side. From there, we are moving down to that 10, maybe even 8. 10 or 8. Okay? Starting with 15. You can't see that, it scribbles to you. Starting with 15 on our coffin sit-ups, moving down to 10. Then 15 per side on our Russian twists. So you can feel free to go for it, coming up to a full sit. Rolling through the spine as you come down. Try to make sure we're not flopping down. Resting the head each time. If you want it to be a little bit trickier, feet coming together for a little bit less balance. Pulling up, thinking belly button to spine here as well too, but coming up into that full sit. Good. If you're adding your weight, it's going to come to the center of the chest. Ooh, yeah, that's trickier. Keep the feet pressing together, heels into the ground. Full sit up at the top, moving right into 15 per side on your Russian twist. Make sure the weight is staying with the body, right? Trying to keep that movement left and right. 15 per side. Lots of core work there, so feel free to stretch out any way that you can, bringing the chest forward, rolling the shoulders back if you need to, mid-set. Otherwise, we're going from 15 down to 10. I'm not going to do these in front of you.
The Russian twist.
Maybe I'll do some, I don't know.
Do I have a Russian twist
That's
off?
probably not very motivating. Maybe I should do some. All right.
Do I have a Russian twist off?
No, I don't. All right, keep rocking, guys. If you're moving on to 15, go, or 14, go for it. If you're already past that, awesome. Maybe you're a super ab machine. Feel free to add a little bit more weight, make it a little bit more tricky. Try not to slam that lower back in. Try to roll it just that little bit. Make it work for your body. Full sit up at the top, which is kind of a nice positioning for the wider leg sort of stance. Again, if you find with any of these that you need a modification right away, please pause the video, give me a call, send me a text, send me a message. I'm usually pretty much always with my phone. Kaylin's got her hand up.
I request a modification.
Just do half.
Okay.
Kaylin's requesting modification, so just do half. Just come up here. Kind of like a little bit of a crunch, but the legs are nice and straight. She's dying now. Ha ha ha.
I will kick your ass in Russian twist.
Moving into your Russian twist. If you're doing them the same as me, maybe. Moving into your Russian twist, side to side. Whatever that weight version looks like for you. Keep that belly button pulled in towards the spine. Head and chest staying nice and lifted. If you need a little bit of a rest in between, go for it.
I'm gonna knock off 100.
All right. You have a 3-pound weight, girl. Come on.
Okay, give me the other one.
You have to come get it. Awesome. Being as this is Wednesday and we're about halfway through the week, again, Tara, if you're watching this, I apologize about Sunday. we're about halfway through the week. Please feel free to give me your feedback. Let me know if there's any areas that can improve, anything you'd like to know about, anything like that. Please let me know. I am still very much hoping, with the cases going down, that we will be able to be in person again soon, because that's what everybody loves. And that's where our hearts all are, with the people. I won't get political or anything. I won't say, please get vaccinated, though I might. Maybe I just did. We can bring these numbers down and get back.
Be smart.
Me in person. Awesome. Hopefully you're rocking into maybe number 13 or number 12 on your coffin sit-ups. Maybe you're at number 11 already. Awesome. If it's getting nice, or if we've still got lots of time here, we've still got about 4 minutes or so here. If that's the case, please feel free to continue to move down. Maybe you're moving from 15 down to 8, something like that. Make it a challenge for your body.
10 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 13, 12. Whoops, did I do that?
I went past 10, so.
You did, yeah. Awesome, I'm going to jump in for another round with you guys. Maybe you're already finished. Maybe you're spent. Maybe you want to repeat a round. Go for it. We are about 40 minutes in, not including warm-up, so this is our longest one yet, I feel like. So way to be. Way to keep rocking, way to keep pushing. This one's a little bit longer. That's okay. Here we go. We are moving down here.
I feel like you could power an entire house with the electricity. My heart's pumping.
If the Russian twists are getting a little bit tricky, you need to bring your weight down. Maybe you need to drop the heels towards the ground. Go for it. If it's feeling awesome, maybe you need a little bit more weight. Maybe you need to bring the legs up a little bit more. Or maybe a little further out. Maybe you're leaning back into a little bit more. Just still make sure that belly button's pulled in towards the spine. We are moving left and right there. Whew. That's a lot of work. Maybe you're screaming expletives at me at this point in time. Maybe you're sitting there with a bowl of popcorn. I have no idea. Absolutely no way of knowing. But what I do know is that I will give you your next code word, which is sing. S-I-N-G. Hopefully you've gotten it by now if you stopped to write them down. Maybe you're going to stop and write them down at the end. Otherwise, make sure whatever those words are, you're repeating it to yourself every single day, because you are amazing. Confetti. Confetti.
You should have done May instead of Ma. Because it's May.
Ma. Amazing.
I'm
Alex,
amazing.
you're amazing.
I'm
May.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You are amazing, darling.
It would work out in the end. It's just mad gab. Awesome. Rocking into another round here. Maybe we'll pull up a little bit more weight for this guy. Oh boy. May have been a mistake. Nope, there we go. Okay. Let's make sure we're finishing nice and strong. Oh yeah. I don't even know what that is for.
No, it's more like 2.
Your witchy powers
There's
don't
4.
work on me. Your
There's
witchy
4.
powers don't work on me, Kaylin.
6.
Awesome. She's lying. It's been way more than that.
I think that's
My abs
5,
can
actually.
do. Get right into your Russian twists.
2, 7, 3,
Yeah.
5.
I just go until it doesn't
6.
hurt anymore. I'm not even counting. You guys need to be counting though. Awesome. We got about a minute and a half left in this little bit. Doesn't really matter though. Just go right to the end. If that's the end for you, awesome. If you're still going, make sure you pause now so you can finish up. I just like to keep an eye on the time so that we're not going over. Awesome. Let's get into a little bit of a stretch. So we're going to press from our down dog into our cobra, get a little bit of stretch out into those abs right away. So starting in that down dog position, From here, we're just going to press into our cat, coming forward and reversing to drop the hips to the ground. Press up, pull the chin towards the sky, back of the head towards the feet. If you need a little bit of movement here, left and right, go for it. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, up on the toes, press back one more time. We're gonna step toes together, knees nice and wide. Drop down into our child's pose, pressing that chest to the ground. Rest the forehead. If you want that little bit of lat stretch from our clean and press, you're gonna just walk the hands to one side. Pull left and right. Maybe you'll get this from the windmills as well too. Again, other side. If it feels a little bit tricky, press the palms in, pull the rib cage away. If it feels a little bit stiff or sore tomorrow, probably from those windmills, make sure you get that little bit of stretch out in. Let's bring it into pigeon knee between the wrists and press up. My children just found walkie-talkies. There goes my sanity. Oh, no! No, sorry about that. Pressing back, switch sides. If you want to add your quad stretch, feel free to pull that heel in towards the bum. I'm jelly. Add a little bit of a wrist stretch out, so we're going to come into our tabletop position. Fingers pointed back. Oh, you can't even see me. Fingers pointed back towards the knees. Sit the bum back just that little bit. Elbow pits coming forward. That's what these are. Elbow pits. A little bit of movement there if you want. Good. Bringing the body forward. Bend. Come out. And rest it out. That's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully that was awesome. You are amazing. And thanks for being here. Say bye to Kaylin.
Bye.
Oh, she's coming in. Bye.